All hail Jamaica's new sprint king, Oblique Seville. We are proud of you. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Now go ahead, please. Hit that subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button. And finally, leave your comments after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, when you're ready? Yep! Good to go. Now let me state this: because of the event that we are covering, because of copyright infringement, we simply cannot show you any videos. Be made aware. Now 21-year-old Oblique Seville yesterday ended up fourth in the finals of the men's 100 meters in Eugene, Oregon. The young Jamaican established unequivocally something that we here at Peter Lloyd World have been saying for almost a year, that Jamaican male sprinting is back. Oblique Seville becomes the first Jamaican to get this close to an international podium over the men's 100 meters in many, many years. Now, Oblique Seville woke up to love, adoration, and appreciation from track and field fans across the world. But most of all, the absolute love of the Jamaican people, ourselves included. He tweeted, "Woke up this morning feeling grateful. Thanks, Jamaica. I felt your love. Now I have to go make sure at Real Shelly and FP Hairstyle is on point for later. At Parchment Hansler has as usual, I will need your help. Gonna enjoy watching Fast Elaine, Sharika, Jacko, and I Am Kemba battle later on." Clearly he is in high spirits. Now Oblique Seville fourth place run was remarkable, running out of lane number 6 beside the former world champion Christian Coleman. Oblique Seville got off to a poor start. This of course had a great impact on his 100-meter race, as you can see in these stills. However, by the 30-meter mark, he was back in the fray, and in his mid-drive phase managed to claw his way back to a possible podium position. It was a fast closing Trayvon Bromell of the United States who managed to peep him out on the line. In fact, the young Jamaican really struggled in the first 30 meters of this race, and kudos to him for being able to get back into the swing of things within the last 70 meters. Now in this race, the USA athletes did sweep. It was Curley who ended up in the first position, as we had indicated we thought would have happened. Bracy surprised us, coming second. And finally, Trayvon Bromell of the United States proved that he doesn't always fold under pressure. But we were extremely impressed with young Oblique Seville, who we did say could podium, and he came very close to doing so. Now the 21-year-old ran a time of 9.97 to take that fourth position behind Fred Curley, who was number 1 at 9.86, Marvin Brace of United States 9.88, and Trayvon Bromell with 9.88. People, this simply means that we are back, and back with a bang. Now, although neither Akeem Blake, who drew a horrific, really a very, very difficult semifinals, as well as Johan Blake, who we're not sure what happened in that instance, did not make it through. It also means that psychologically, Oblique Seville was actually by himself in that lineup. The Americans had many other Americans there with them, and that of course makes a huge psychological difference. His coach, the great Glenn Mills, of course, who coached both Johan Blake and the great Usain Bolt, had this to say, quote, "I am elated about Oblique's performances this year, and his fourth place finish at the World Championships is a solid contribution to the development that is going on," Mills said. "He has not yet even started competing on the circuit in a meaningful way, and that will further enhance his competitive skills and ability. So we know that we have quite a great ocean of unexplored areas," and I really absolutely love the way he did that. Now, Many of you may not be aware of this, but Oblique Seville ran 3 sub-10s to get there. In fact, in the semifinals, he ran 9.90, entering the finals with the fastest time for the semifinals. And in the heats, easily beat the Olympic champion, Marcel Jacobs, running a very impressive 9.93. So, people, this is just our 2 cents. First of all, kudos, congratulations, big up, enough respect to the Honorable Oblique Seville. 21 years of age, 4th place in a race in the United States, in Eugene, Oregon, with 4 American sprinters, including the World Athletics Champion from 2019. And he was brilliant. The truth is, had he gotten a better start, we are absolutely certain that he would have been a silver or bronze medalist. There is no doubt in our minds. If you have an opportunity to see the actual race, I'm so sorry I can't show you, but if you even go back and look at the stills, you can see that he was the last person out of the blocks, and he had to labor for the first 30 minutes to get back into the race. His drive phase was absolutely brilliant. That drive phase, I mean, for him at 21, in his second major international event, to keep that cool and stick to his race plan, because most people would have panicked and would have ended up 6th or 7th or even lower. Seville is to be admired. He showed tremendous fortitude, maturity, and sensibility, and they're not both necessarily the same things. That drive phase brought him back into the race, and if it had not been for that last minute surge of desperation by Trayvon Bromell, who had to prove to the world that he was not that he was capable of actually winning some sort of medal in a major championship, Oblique Seville would have medaled. And had Oblique Seville gotten the right start, the start he had in both the heats and the semifinals, he would have won a silver. I'm telling you this, absolutely, unequivocally. The other thing that you need to understand is that Oblique Seville cements and underlines a point that we here at Peter Lloyd World have been saying, almost screaming it into the wind, so to speak, for almost a year. We've been saying, stop panicking, Jamaican male sprinting is back. And one of the persons who first, in fact, the person who first made me realize this was Oblique Seville when I saw him run in the semifinals last year at the Olympic Games. This young man has a massive future if he remains healthy and focused, and the level of maturity that he showed was tremendous. Now, let me say this very quickly. Akeem Blake, kudos to young Akeem Blake for doing what he did. Prior to his getting to the semifinals, he had only ran in 2, I believe, American races outside of Jamaica, both of which he did extremely well in. His inexperience showed, and also he drew one of the worst semifinals possible. There were at least 4 other athletes there who were all, gunning for those 2 spots going into the semifinals. So please, people, big up Akeem Blake. Enough respect to you, young man. Art of love to you. Johan Blake, we're not sure what happened in that instance. However, this is about about Oblique Seville. Oblique Seville was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And as you can see from the outpouring of love, young sir, we understand what you have done. You have brought back, underlined in a huge exclamation marks, that Jamaican sprinters are back, and the world had better shake. They better beware. This young man can run a sub 9.70. I can see it. And it might sound weird to some people that we are celebrating a 4th place, but 4th place overall in the world is a huge deal. And I'm going to tell you, that start, I'm going to keep saying it, was absolutely horrendous. So, sir, kudos to the new king of Jamaican sprint, this young man, Oblique Seville. We are very proud of you, sir. We here at Peter Lloyd World, the entire track and field world, and certainly the fans and people of Yard, Jamaica, land we love. Big respect to you. We are looking forward to the 4x1. It's going to be awesome. So, people, that is just my 2 cents. Now, don't forget to leave your comments. I'd love to know what you thought about the race, if you saw it, or if you were able to glean anything from the stills that we showed you. I really want to know what you think. Do you agree with us? Because he really did have a terrible start, and that dry face was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and leave your comments. Remember, you are our royals, royals of Peter Lloyd World, kings and queens. Act accordingly. So, bless up.